How am I supposed to survive without you? Kidding aside, it's really going to be weird not having you around. Every time I enter the ASB room or whenever we have ASB events, you're always one of the people I first look for. I really miss you. Whenever I have a problem, you're the person I always talk to and sometimes cry to. I really appreciate you and I'm grateful that I got to be in the same commission with you. With your motivation and support, I was more comfortable in voicing out my opinions. I can be more honest when I'm with you because you make me feel safe and supported. I always enjoy our deep and heart to heart talks. I rarely share those meaningful conversations with other people. It's reassuring that I'm not the only one who worries a lot about the future. It's funny how we always panic and freak out together. You remember our crazy ideas that no one supports? I still think they're great, and I wish we had done them. I really wish we could stay together longer, but I know we have to move forward. I just want to say thank you for everything. Thank you for always being there for me and for the advices. I'll always keep our memories in my heart. I wish you the best in the future. I know you tend to overthink, so I'll say this right now. Don't think too much. Do whatever makes you happy and ignore society's expectations. Be brave and don't worry. I love you, Neha. I miss you so much.
Hi Neha, I just want to start this video off by giving my response to the most important debate of the year. And my response is, I'm sure you're a very good driver despite all the evidence we heard this year in ASB about that. I hope nobody else watches this video because it's not really going to make sense, but that's okay. Okay, moving on to the real speech. So one of my favorite things about you is that you always had a really relaxed and kind of go with the flow attitude. Like you weren't high strung or really bothered by things that I feel like, especially in high school, because people are really stressed about things, understandably stressed about school, that things can bother them easily. But you always had a very sort of complacent-ish attitude with those kinds of things, which I really appreciated it. I found it refreshing, and I'm really glad that I got to know that part of you through ASB this year. I'm gonna miss hearing about your life, all the stories that you used to tell us. I honestly don't know anyone with as many stories about the car as you have. Like, the amount that I've heard about you and your driving is ridiculous, but I enjoyed every single one of the stories you told us, whether it was about actually driving or your license or, your sister, your brother, all that stuff. The highlight of every ASB period for me was almost always when we would split into our commissions and then you would tell us how you got to school that day or like what happened when you were trying to come to school that day, because it was always something completely different and unexpected, and I'm really gonna miss that about ASB and about you. Definitely, I mean, I could talk about a lot of things in this video, but one of my fondest memories that I'd say I made with you is when we were making Valentine's cards for our ESL pen pals, and you wrote Happy Boyfriend Day on yours in Spanish and didn't figure it out till it was too late. It was just like, I don't know, it was an easy mistake, but it was really funny. And I liked your face when your pen pal was reading the card and she realized what it said on it. So yeah, that was just a story that I thought was funny, and there's several more like that just because you're a really funny person in general, even when you try not to be. And I think the reason I chose that story also is just gonna show I'm gonna miss the you as an EQ and DQ part of our commission a lot. I'm really proud of you for getting through senior year, even with the truancy letter that Mr. Crane had to send you, which I'm sure had a lot to do with the driving stories you used to tell. You still made it, and you finished arguably the hardest year of high school, and you graduated, so congratulations for that. I'm gonna miss you so much next year, but I know you're gonna do great wherever you end up.